wonderful things that have happened here already. That is music. I love the children's music. And somehow, Soulfire just spoke to me this morning, too. God is blessing this church. And I'm really delighted to be here with you today. Would you say with me, God is good? Do you believe it? God is good. Yes, thank you. Is Jesus good? Well, Jesus is God, so Jesus is good. Well, let me tell you a story today in which that belief gets shaken. But before we go there, please tell me again, is God good? Say, God is good. Thank you. Lazarus was sick, they told him. Go tell Jesus, they said. And when you tell Jesus, remind him how the two of them are close, Jesus and Lazarus. Go tell Jesus. And as the messenger sent off, they nodded and murmured together, Jesus is good. He'll come. The messenger didn't have so far to go, less than a day's walk for sure. Jesus might get back to Bethany that evening, the same day. But the reaction on the other end of the messenger's journey didn't match his expectations. There was no frown of concentration, no flurry to gather things up to go. Jesus said, this sickness is not for death, but for the glory of God. The disciples saw Jesus' calmness about it all, and they assumed the illness was under control. The messenger returned to the family, thinking of the joyful news he was carrying, that Lazarus would not die. Perhaps he was well already, healed by Jesus from a distance. The reaction on the messenger's return from Jesus was not what he expected. Lazarus was still sick, and worse. There were many frowns and much worry, and some frightened flurry. Lazarus died. Stop the world. Stop the story, for the question on everyone's mind is Jesus good? Oh, tell me again, is God good? Thank you. The unthinkable had happened. A strong man was cut down in the strength of his youth, gone, not here anymore. And surely Jesus could have done something if he wanted to. What is Jesus thinking? What does God want? You know those questions that haunt us. Jesus had gone away from Jerusalem and Bethany because there was a price on his head. Was Jesus thinking, oh, what a bad time for Lazarus to get sick? But really, better him to die than me. No, we scream. No, Jesus is good. He came to save people, not himself. And Jesus loved Lazarus. What was Jesus thinking? Jesus taught, and he healed more people. His disciples scurried around him, helping the crowds that were gathered. They had come out to near the Jordan to hear John previously, and now they came out to near the Jordan to hear Jesus. Crowds of people. Every night the disciples were exhausted, but they were happy, safe and happy in Jesus' presence, soaking in his love and basking in the adoration of the people for this master of theirs. 4 nights they slept together safely after 4 hard days of ministering to the people. This